Back in the year 2015, people knew it as the year of spy movies. We got James Bond and Spectre, we got Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, and of course, we got the beginnings of Kingsman. And oh yeah, we got Spy as well. And I assure you, it's been a while since I watched that movie, that is the best out of all of these. And anyways, hey guys and gals, it's me Super Rocket, and sadly we're not taking a look at Spy today. Instead, we're taking a look at the Kingsman series. We're going to be reviewing Kingsman 1 and Kingsman 2 all in one video, as well as my brief thoughts on the new prequel that just came out. So without further ado, let's get into it.
3, 2, 1.
Ready for liftoff, super dang rocket. Get ready for it. When it comes to the Kingsman series of movies, people usually know it as, well, if you take like the older tone of the James Bond movies, before Daniel Craig, and put it in a more, I guess you can say, modern style, in a modern setting, as well as give it more edge. And yeah, you got some of the, the inner workings of the Kingsman movies, at least 1 and 2 anyways. And look, I love films like Skyfall, and I had a little of a giggle when they were talking about, oh, we don't do stuff like exploding pens anymore, but it is cool to see like some fun gadgets being tossed around in these films. And we also got hench people that have super abilities, like the one in the first film where she has like metal legs that can literally slice you in half, and you see it in all its glory. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind these movies are rated X16, so yeah, you're gonna see a lot of carnage here. Not that carnage, we're not there today. And it's so funny how satisfying all the brutalities we have in this film. I'm afraid to show it on screen. I don't want anybody to vomit while watching this video, but they're actually pretty fun, how everything is so fast-paced and clean. I really love it. It's pretty cool. And of course, the villain scheme definitely feels like something you might see from a Bond film from the years of old, but in a more modern take, I guess you can say, because the main villain scheme in the first film is literally to have people buy this SIM card so that he can have this cool frequency be vibrated from this SIM card to cause a virus that allows multiple people around the world to get killed. I mean, that's a very unrealistic plot to have that kind of virus to be used to kill a lot of people, so yeah. Oh, sorry, I coughed a bit there. So yeah, it's so ridiculous and I love it. And I also just really love that concept that this secret agency is like literally behind this, just like this basic tailor shop. It kind of reminds me of the times where I played Club Penguin back in the day, and there was a secret agency that has an HQ that's underneath like a regular building in town. Although it is not too secret because it keeps getting destroyed time and time again. But yeah, it's so cool to have that feeling here in Kingsman. Hey, actually, buddy, good old Leonard Lance here, back when he was a part of a secret organization. We had a little cover-up business too. Oh, really? That's interesting to know. Yeah, it was actually a restaurant. Too bad it got destroyed though. Oh, did a bad guy blew it up or something? No, our chef burned the kitchen, so yeah. And the chef was actually me, so that's something too. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in the kitchen. Oh. Anyways, moving on. Although you gotta keep in mind, in the first movie, this idea isn't fully realized yet, because most of the movie focuses on our main character Eggsy trying to become a Kingsman agent, and you get to see him go through a lot of training that you might actually see in a secret agent like James Bond. It definitely feels like if you want to be James Bond, this is how it's gonna go, and I really like that. I do really like that they really go in depth of that. It's pretty fun, and I really like the evolution of Eggsy from just being just like a regular guy on the streets to being a cool secret agent gentleman. It's a really nice transition, and I really like how they did it. But soon enough, we get to see more of the little vibe of the old James Bond films in a modern setting, a lot more in the second one. I mean, come on, the villain's base in the second one is literally the 50s in a jungle. If that doesn't sell it, then I don't know what. Although as a sacrifice, I guess, they decided to do something pretty insane at the very beginning of the movie. This feels like a spoiler, but I don't know, again, it happens at the beginning of the movie, way early on. Like, they destroyed the entirety of Kingsman, which is so weird because of course in the first movie you have Eggsy setting up to have more Kingsman operations in the next movie, but after the opening battle, things just go crazy and Kingsman is gone. It's pretty crazy. You're setting up something and it's just gone. It's so weird.
It's I, the Interrupter, back again with a brand new glove to enhance my abilities.
Oh snap, you got a brand new glove to enhance your abilities? Oh snap, this is gonna change my universe forever.
That's right. I'm gonna be using this to... Oh wait, I just realized. This one's not in good condition. I can't use this. Huh. Oh well. Never mind. Bye.
Oh, well, yeah, that was anticlimactic. And the sacrifices don't end there, weirdly enough, because after that you realize that you thought the characters you thought are gone forever come back in the second one, and characters that you thought are gonna come back go away in an instant, or at least have a bit of a farewell, which is very odd. I mean, there's this one character from the first movie that had a decent role, and then in the second one, a few moments into the movie, bye-bye, I guess. Also, one thing you need to keep in mind when it comes to the second one, it's a bit more light on story. I mean, there's not like there's no story at all. There is a story there, and it's a nice continuation of what happened in the first one, but they barely touch on it that much. They really focus on the entertainment value of this film. They really want to show the tone that they wanted to do in the first one but can't because they were setting up Eggsy, and now they can do it fully since Eggsy is now a true Kingsman agent. They have all the fun action sequences, the gadgets, the villain, of course, with full force. Everything is just going nuts, and I remember having fond memories watching this back in the day, and a lot of the people do have some enjoyment and laugh at some of the scenes and having some fun. So yeah, it's a really fun time, even if the story is very light. Oh, the one thing I want to point out when it comes to the stories of these two films, like the very end, like the big climax, there's a big countdown like, oh no, the villain's plan was gonna be a success if we don't do something, but even after they save the day, there's already some casualties. I kind of feel like the villain countdown was already done once they were able to save the day. I mean, I guess you can say it's like this.
Yes! I finally used my machine to release the gas that caused everybody to laugh for 5 minutes. Joker, please don't sue.
Haha, I was able to deactivate your machine, Interrupter. Your plan has failed.
You do realize I already released the gas, right? At least 1,000 people have already been affected by it.
Well, sucks for them, I guess. I mean, seriously, there's like one point in the movie where it shows somebody in a cage. I don't want to spoil what happens, but the person's bleeding out very brutally, and I'm just like, there's no saving that person. That person is dead. Overall, I'm not gonna say that these movies are the greatest spy movies ever made, but they're definitely something that you should watch if you're a big fan of spy movies, especially if you like the, the tone of the old James Bond films, I guess you can say, and just, fun spy movies in general. You're definitely gonna have a fun time, especially with the second one. And as for the prequel, I do feel like it's a movie that if you're a big fan of the Kingsman movies and you're just curious to know how Kingsman started, you can watch it. It's not necessary at all. It's just a fun little thing that you can watch in order to know more about Kingsman. It doesn't even have the same tone, but still it's a pretty good movie to really set up how the Kingsman became to be, and they didn't really do it like, oh look, this is how this is like this. Ooh, they didn't do it like that. It's very smooth. I really like how they did it. So with that said, alright guys and gals, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So for my next review, I'm actually going to be reviewing the entirety of the lineup of the Marvel shows that they had back in 2021, because I didn't review a single one back in, 2021. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So look forward to that. Look forward to more videos here in January and the rest of 2022. So until then, rock it on. Oh yeah, you might be wondering why I stick with the wallpaper from the first one when I was talking about the second movie. Well, because this is false advertising. Eggsy is wearing this little orange tux, but you never once see him do some cool action sequence with it. The only time that it appeared prominently is when he was on dinner with his girlfriend's parents. That's all there is. How disappointing. Screw you. Ah, don't. You're great.